Last we left off, as the self-proclaimed heralds of chaos had split up to find their way back to Highmore and look into this disappearing child business. They seem to have split paths for a short while. Henna and Leah hopping on the back of a horny griffin to make their way to Highmore. Enoch trying to get everybody else to Highmore through a shortcut that involved Mount Celestia. Eventually, Creed met his sister, and Creed, his sister, and Selena all seem to have disappeared from Mount Celestia, eventually ending up in Creed's home region.
In Cream's home region?
Yes, Cream's home region.
He is now a small heron gone with, creamy hair, apparently.
100%. I mean, he is a furry, but yeah.
He's a furry. I hear cackling through the wall.
So, through his journey in his home region, eventually they were almost spotted by a blue dragon who flew up overhead. While that was going on, Henna and Leah met up with Veers and Aspen in Stargazer's library and had a conversation about what to do next regarding the child. And Enoch prepared the township of Roan for the presence of the Queen in all her 3'5" elven glory. And eventually, Henna and Leah did appear and meet up with Enoch, Medir, and who they found out was not Orin, but in fact a changeling who goes by Lysel, who took on the appearance of Orin as he apparently disappeared back in Lafayette.
Say it Lysel, it's Lysil. Just
Lysol. So as they met up and prepared on what to do next, Henna seems keen on conducting some sort of raid into the bastion stronghold that the soldiers of the town seem to be holed up in, where the individual that she's looking for seems to be. As we get back into it, we'll catch up with Henna and the majority. As Henna, you said you were going back to talk to Lysel and Medir, or Medir sleeping, but Lysel.
So we were gonna go back and rest, and then head back with the rogues after everyone naps.
All right.
But first, I have questions for Enoch, because that's gonna be fun.
By the way, Enoch, just stating this now for this record, Enoch also turned all fire blue within the world for the next 4 months.
Yep, 4 months. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun.
It will not end until the 8th of Waterwalk, which is basically December 8th. Yeah, you can
Glorious.
Yeah.
You say poor Oreo? What?
Glorious.
Oh, glorious.
Glorious.
I did not hear you.
Portorious. The very common thing that Henna is known to say.
Yes.
I don't know, man. That's why I'm asking.
How dare you ask?
So I guess I'll ask as we're walking back to the room, and I'm just gonna be like, so does Project Persephone mean anything to you?
I assume you're talking to Enoch.
Oh yeah.
She had questions for Enoch.
Enoch, roll me a history check. Can't believe Magnus is dead.
I love the fact that I'm asking questions of him fully knowing that he has no answers. But he might have to know them depending on how this goes.
Okay, I think Magnus... I think there's something going on. Can you hear us, Magnus? Either he's away from his laptop or something. Enoch just stares off into the distance.
Great. All right, I'll ask him later. It's fine.
Yeah. What do you want to do while your servant seems to be out of commission?
My first instinct, well, the reason I'm laughing right now is my first instinct was to kind of poke him, but the last time, like, that usually doesn't go well. So I'm not going to touch him.
Poke him with a fire. Poke him with a torch.
You poke him and a wild magic sword goes off.
I'm like, that's usually, like, something happens. First time he buttered, the second time he fucking up and vanished, like...
Anytime you make physical contact with him, something happens.
Exactly. So I'm not going to for now.
Because
I guess
the time before that hopped on his shoulders while he was a Herringon, and Critics was replaced by Medir.
Yeah. Every time you make physical contact with Enoch, something happens.
Exactly. So I'm not going to right now.
Touches Enoch, a sun appears in the in the tavern, obliterating everything.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna walk back to the tavern by myself. If he's in robot mode, I will fully accept this and just head back to the tavern and be like, I'll ask him later.
Sure.
It seems busy.
Sure. It seems that Leah is also completely zoned out. As you are left talking to yourself in the cold, dark void of the town.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was just me and Enoch that went off. I think Leah stayed behind, right?
Leah stayed and was asking Lissil questions.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Which I answered.
I saw.
So I don't know if you want to act those out or just...
Alright, yeah, you can if you want. I don't know what questions Leah has specifically.
Oh, we have all of them. I have the answers. This was hashed out last week.
Alright,
Yeah,
then it's fine. Then you get your... Over the course of the half an hour while Henna left and then came back after she realized she might need a little subterfuge, you managed to go through all your questions with Lysel.
Is Henna back?
She gets back around now as you finish up your conversation.
Cool. Leah's gonna nod and like point to her notebook and be like, I have notes.
Awesome.
Indeed,
Anything real important?
He has mommy issues. I don't think he's gonna murder all of us, and he does not like to answer personal questions.
I just
Fair enough.
You people.
Fair enough. I think I'm gonna need your help.
Okay.
Well, you see,
What with?
the man that I need to get information from and potentially kill appears to be holed up. And I need access to him.
I see.
Think you can help me with that?
If you can make it worth my while, I'd be more than happy to help out.
I mean, probably. I'm sure there's all sorts of things in the barrack that you can take whatever you want.
She said in the barracks?
I think was that what it was called, or was it like a keep or whatever?
Keep.
Okay, so I'm sure there's all sorts of things in the keep.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a look around, but depending, you still owe me. If there isn't much to keep, worth taking. Let me say that instead.
I mean, we could always trade it for me not stabbing you. Or, you know, setting anyone else on you. I'm not in the mood for bargains.
Unfortunately, I know how serious you are about that. Very well. I will assist you in this endeavor.
Good choice. Now we should all rest before we have to head out. Of course. I'll have to leave.
I can see now. As soon as Henna steps into the building, Medir's eyes shoot open. There's a disturbance in the force.
Yes! Yes! I am now the disturbance of the force. So I guess Henna's just gonna leave for a while and just go wander around far enough away that everyone can rest at the tavern.
Sure.
I wonder how long it's going to take before the villagers chase her out of town because they can't sleep.
Really?
Well, she's gonna roam so she doesn't stay near enough people at the same time.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be the end of day 3, so let me see what will happen with your body.
Doesn't matter, I'm hidden.
You are, but it's also dependent on certain things. But yeah, Henna, you go off by yourself with the background music of Lonely. I am so lonely.
Indeed.
But yeah, as you leave, you're just sleeping outside on the street.
I think I'm just gonna go find somewhere that I can trance without seeming like a hobo.
Like a hobo.
I mean, best way I could do it is I could you can either go to a park, an alley, or out of town.
Go to a park. Let's do that.
All right. So you just start trancing in a park. 100% not a hobo.
Shut up. It's better than an alley.
He's just a nature lover.
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
I'm an elf, damn it.
Understandable.
I was originally a wood elf. Come on.
All right. By the end of today, Henna loses her lips and nose.
Fun.
So yeah.
Oh god, she's gonna wake up and her nose is just gonna be stuck to her mask.
Not even that, is you're trancing your just sort of like thing, then you feel like you're like, you get that feeling where you have like a little bit of skin hanging on your lips, and then it just sort of like from being dry and thing, and then eventually just falls off your lower lip, and then not being supported, your upper lip falls off, and then eventually you quickly check underneath the mask and your nose falls off.
No.
I'll just leave those where I was sitting.
Someone just finds.
It just finds lips and a nose.
Bring them back for,
Some
Wait, what?
bring them back for Leah. She has an empty bottle.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll bring them back for Leah.
What was it again? A nose and what?
A nose
My
and
lips.
her lips.
Nose and lips. Okay.
Funny enough, I'm just looking back at the what could have happened if somebody rolled like a little bit higher. Whoever rolled for the falling off, like, body parts thing, it would have just been that every day you would have had to just roll to see what your alignment was.
I wouldn't have minded.
That might have been.
It would have been a little concerning when she hit the good side. Like, imagine Henna suddenly being lawful good.
Oh yeah, that would have been interesting. But yeah, so you go trance, and the rest of you go to sleep, and in Leah's case also trance. And you pass out and wake up the next day.
While waiting for Henna to take it back, Midir is gonna go downstairs, bust out his violin, and start playing his go-to song.
Alright, so you start playing that, roll me a performance check. I'll say you wake up first before everybody else since you went to sleep the earliest. Alright. As you guys wake up, you are greeted with a very sad song.
Leaves on the vine, falling so slow.
You cut that shit out.
Damn, now we're getting copyright claimed by Nickelodeon.
God damn it, I can't believe the channel got killed because of Nickelodeon, of all people. I really thought it would be Disney.
I was about to say, I really thought it would be Disney.
But yeah. You guys hear Little Soldier Boy being performed by Midir for some reason early in the morning. That's how you set the mood for the day.
Yes.
And you guys all get down. Eventually, Henna, you catch up with everyone else after you feel like they've gotten enough sleep, and in the morning, and yeah, you just see Kyler in the tavern performing and singing, and well, I'm gonna be honest, the patrons that are there look a little depressed.
Rune?
Yeah?
Are my nose and lips still fleshy? Asking for a friend.
It's been a few
Asking
hours.
for a friend.
It's been a few hours. I'll say that I guess they've firmed up, but they're still fleshy.
Okay.
You have a pair of rigor mortis lips in your pocket.
I do.
Sharpens your lips into blades, into daggers.
Oh no.
Okay. So, to preface this. So, would a pair of rigor mortis lips and nose be able to fit through the top of a gin bottle better or an inkwell better?
inkwell. It's a little wider.
Okay, cool.
A gin bottle.
You have to sort of fold the lips.
my
You have to
goodness.
you have to fold her lips a bit, but you managed to get them in.
Okay, and just for further clarification, like pieces of scalp and hair would probably be easily fit through a gin bottle, right?
Well, she has her scalp. It's just that her hair fell out.
Yes, but I have Enoch's hair and scalp, so I'm thinking of moving that from the inkwell to the gin bottle, and then put in henna's in the inkwell.
Yeah, that's fine. It's easy to put the hair inside of the gin bottle.
Cool.
Right,
Oh,
you guys see Henna.
That's
You guys see Henna hand a pair of lips and her nose to Leah, who immediately starts
Yeah, I
stuffing.
thought you might want these. Like,
And you guys watch as Leah immediately stuffs them into an inkwell and empty gin bottle.
Oh, good God, what the fuck?
And upon watching this, I am straight up going to take the tone from being Leaves on the Vine to playing one of my favorite Lindsay Sterling songs, a la D&D World. And I'm playing Roundtable Revival.
Ooh, nice, another one. All right.
So it rapidly gets very upbeat.
Okay.
So here's a check for that one.
I'll say roll. No, you don't have to roll a separate check.
Yeah, I wanted to, though.
You roll actually,
no.
no. I was gonna say, funny enough, I was gonna say roll persuasion to sort of see if you can change the mood of the crowd. And I thought you were gonna end up rolling performance, but you still roll persuasion. So yeah, either way, it's the same thing.
Beautiful.
Anyways.
I clicked the wrong button.
You click the wrong button. Same modifier, same thing. Either way, 23. After you pick up pace and make it less of a sad song, people start to get a bit more in the mood and start to cheer on a bit. Like, thank fucking God, it was so depressing. Felt like someone died. Sounded like it's a den of the dead.
We cry every time.
In memorandum of Henna's lips.
Yeah. But yeah, while you guys are catching up, what do you want to do?
well,
I'm trying to make me that money.
Henna wants to head out, like, immediately. She wants to get this shit done because she gave Leah her word that they would be out of this town in a timely fashion.
Sure. Medir, with your performance, you managed to get 3 copper and 2 silver.
Beautiful.
But yeah. I know you want to leave. What about the rest of you? That is not named Medir.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's anything I can do with, like, body parts?
Boy, that is a lot.
There's a lot you can do with body parts. It depends on the body parts. But there's a lot you can do
roll
with body
me
parts.
roll me a Arcana check.
Sure, Rune. Hold on, why is it? Oh, there we go. 16. I'm gonna make that an 18. I'll use my 10.
Okay, so that's an 18. From what you remember during your studies, hags tend to use body parts and, like, hair, fingernails, toenails, blah, 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 as sort of mediums to connecting to their, let's say, victims. You know that body parts are very good for linking you to someone via divination magic, or wanting to target them with specific things or curses, like specific magics, generally curses. But seeing as how you're on good relations with Henna, you don't believe that there's much you can do, specifically unless you happen to have learned or eventually learn a spell that calls for, like, strands of hair or something like that, where even if you manage to lose your spellcasting focus, you would at least have those on hand to supplement. That, or you can just make a creepy straw voodoo doll with it.
Oh, we'll see.
Please don't stick my lips to a voodoo doll.
And just like that, we have Henna the Reborn.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
I can't believe that voodoo doll has such luscious DSLs.
With an 18, actually, would I be able to, like, incorporate parts of people into dolls and, like, create a pseudo voodoo doll?
That is more in the realm of curses and somewhat necromancy, but divination is also part of that. You would have to. You haven't been taught that during your studies because those are considered more dark, like practical magics. But there are two ways that you. I'll say roll me an intelligence check.
Sharon. 24?
With what you're thinking of, there are two ways that you could maybe learn about how to do those kind of things. One would be to learn from hags, but that's a slippery slope that might end up leading you to become hag, or the book Henna has.
You want my book?
The book of
Is
Vile.
Hannah just hovering and, like, Leah's just talking out loud?
You think of it because it's the scrapbook of Vile Darkness. It has literally every evil act that could be thought of written into it, and dark acts. So you figure that there may be rituals for incorporating sort of voodoo magics into either your own magic repertoire or at least rituals to do some things that you aren't quite well aware of, but you may be able to learn with the book's help.
Do I have to read the book? Or can I have Henna read the book to me?
She could read the book to you, at least word for word, and that could do. Well, sorry, it's not even really a read, it's just sort of like pop-up, but somewhat reading. So, yeah.
I have to interpret it for you.
Yeah.
How much have I gotten through, by the way? Because I was actively reading during our journeys.
You have learned of a lot of sick and twisted shit.
Lovely. Anything useful?
Depending on what you want to do, it ranges anywhere from curses that would cause someone extreme diarrhea to the point that they dehydrate and die, to turning someone inside out.
I fucking love all of those options.
Like, it is every conceivable, like, the problem is, there's one part of the book that you haven't quite been able to get a grasp on. You know what it is, but you haven't been able to figure out how to do it because it seems to be, like, out of your, let's say, intellectual range. And that's sort of how to become a lich.
Alright.
But there are a lot of other things. While you're reading it, you have learned about, again, like divination magics, like using blood rituals, blah blah blah. Old blood magics that seem to have been lost through time, yada yada. Like it's
To
a
be
lot
fully
of
clear, I did learn how to make someone shit themselves until they died from dehydration, right?
You know that you can. I will say that Jesus Christ, let me clarify this. If you want next level, you can take a spell called Diarrhea and it will just do wonders.
Why not just
Yes.
literally
That makes me so happy.
Quick, someone cast Otto's irresistible correction upon someone using color spray.
God. Yeah, I'll work out the details, but yes, I'll say that there is a spell that can do that.
Fabulous.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
I'm taking that next level.
Oh yes, how did your campaign go? Well, I've recorded the fact that now one of my players is going to, at 6th level, learn the spell shit uncontrollably.
Yes. Yes. It's gonna be great. I just wish I could use it on the guy we're gonna go see. Anyway.
You cast Defecate on him.
Yes.
But yeah, so... Oh my god, we've literally gone into potty humor. Alright, so...
Aren't you proud?
Aren't you proud?
100%. Alana, you asked this last week. The answer was no. For the first part.
Which one?
The first part.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
You also asked the second thing, and I said yes, and... Wait, what did I... Sorry, no, Wow, that was fucking dumb of me. I literally scrolled up by accident, and looked at those questions you were asking about. Okay, okay. Yeah, I told you you can do that. You can have Hannah interpret / read it on your behalf, and...
Fucking incredible. Okay.
Okay. So, I'll say that that'll take some like free time on both your end, because even while you're traveling, it might be a little difficult to fully grasp it, since you're not gonna be the one looking at it, Leah, and Hannah sort of has to charade it to you. And while she's very good, it might involve a lot of intricacies that might be lost via not seeing it yourself.
Okay, my charades are top tier. So
We'll figure that shit out on the way there. It's all good. Just wanted to clarify that that's exactly the power that you gave me.
But yeah. So,
Have fun the things we do.
Yeah. So as you guys are currently discussing this, and I know you're talking to Leah about the possibility of sort of reading it to her almost like a bedtime story. You see someone enter the tavern, and they seem to be cloaked up and hooded. After looking around, they seem to be... They're someone you recognize, and they recognize you as well. You see, entering the tavern, it is Bora.
What?
Oh.
Makes eye
Hello.
contact. No. Turns around.
Yeah, Bora.
No.
Bora.
No. I've gotten smaller.
Oh yeah, how does she recognize that it's Bora? I mean, that
I've gotten smaller, more purple.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not joking either. Bora has cut her hair since we last saw her.
Yeah,
Aw.
her hair's gone shorter. Bora, you made a decision while on the road, and you kept following the path that you thought was correct, and you eventually got to a town, and you thought that it was gonna be, Lafayette. You found out it was a small town, and then when you asked where it was, you figured out it was Roan, and then you immediately hated yourself.
Yep, that's about right.
That's about right.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I just realized I fell asleep.
Oh,
Oh.
you good?
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine. I literally logged in with y'all, and then I leaned back and I fell asleep.
You can go to sleep, man.
Oh, you were
you
so
don't.
quiet.
Yeah, you don't have to push yourself. You can go sleep if you need to.
No, it's fine. I was not expecting to fall asleep. I guess I was just tired.
Apparently. Yeah. Henna, you finally see Enoch regain like some semblance of understanding.
Enoch regains.
It was great. I asked you questions, and I was just like, it's fine. I'll ask later.
She poked him. And
No, I didn't. I didn't poke him. I actively did not poke him. So things go wrong when I poke Enoch.
Pokes Enoch, immediately the sun shows up.
the sun just appears in the middle of the room.
I made an active choice not to touch him because I know what happens when I do.
Yes, well, sorry about that. I was literally, it was sad because I'm literally was just sitting here, my headphones on my head, leaned back in my chair, asleep. Like, I could hear y'all and everything, apparently, but I was just gone.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
take a break.
As Bora, you are now confronted with either your worst nightmare or some semblance of relief as you see your companions. What form is Lysel taking right now? Is he still Orin?
Let's see if they came back down. He probably would have morphed back into Orin after
Alright.
after introducing himself.
Fair enough. So yeah, Bora, you see your companions with some half-elven looking individual, Madir, and yeah. You're now questioning how it got to this point.
How did we get here?
Pretty much.
100%. It would have been.
Also, Henna's. Yeah, no. You saw Henna. She was still like 3'5" last time you saw her, so it's all good.
Was I that small last time?
Or actually, no. You saw her turn into a drow, but she wasn't 3.5 feet tall. So yeah, Henna's shorter.
Yeah, no, I've shrunk.
Or actually, no.
And
She's also
Actually-
dressed like Mr. Compressed.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't even recognize Henna. No. All you can recognize is the 2 long drow ears on the 3.5-foot frame.
No, I don't have ear tips anymore. What are you talking about?
No, you still have your ears. The ears fall off on day 4.
Oh, I thought it fell off on day 2.
No, day 2 I believe was fingertips.
It was.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, I still have ears.
Yeah.
It was probably Bora recognized Enoch of all people, and then saw Orin, and had this weird mix of emotions, and ultimately just said no out loud.
No.
To be fair, the only 2 people that you can really tell are the people that you know are Leah and Orin, and you figured that Henna's somewhere around, and you're getting a weird vibe from the one person standing next to the 3.5-foot tall individual, and it just reminds you of everything that happened, and you're like, Enoch.
Entirely. Just looking dead at Enoch. No.
No.
And I'm gonna fully point at you and just go, bruh.
Sets up the violin and just plays very suspenseful music.
Alright. You see that this individual just playing some da-na-na-na-na.
Very confused.
Can Leah in Orin be like, "Hi, where have you been?" Also, Todd was Bones. But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
no,
but she
Todd was not.
Paul
No,
was still dead. Bora.
no, she Todd was Bones. You revived Todd during the travel to the fight that you guys had, so Bora was there with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be like, "Hello, where have you been?"
She's just going to look over to wherever Leah was speaking and reply in Orin, I've been trying to get home. I still have a wedding to get to.
Haven't we all?
Suddenly it turns to the wedding march.
Dun dun da dun dun da.
Put on violin. I said violin, not trumpet.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I cannot make perfect violin sounds.
Yeah,
And then
it's
just
just,
decided that she likes the disturbance in the forest.
She
It was
loves
amazing.
disturbance in the forest.
Oh no. Are they forming a band?
Yes, she's gonna 100% go and back him up right now.
Alright, you see Henna pull out her lute and she just starts accompanying the violin wedding march with her own very beautiful lute playing in tune with the wedding march. As it's now, it almost sounds like half heavy metal, half violin. So it's just like, and then you hear.
We're friends now, okay?
I can't believe that Mr. Compress is or Mrs. Compress is just shredding on the guitar.
Yes.
We're going to just look at Leah and ask, so where are the others?
Leah's gonna have to like do a mental recheck of like who was here the last time Bora went.
Well, remember Bora left in the middle of the fight, so she saw like Azazel, Aspen, Veers, Vale, like everybody from the other group there as well, and she doesn't know what happened to them.
We've lost Dream here since her
Yeah,
too.
Leah's going to just like open a notebook and just kind of just start being like just look down at everything that's happened and just be like, we need to get moving, but we can talk and walk at the same time.
Oh yeah, we have to go interrogate a dude.
We have to go interrogate it.
And then can Leah do an insight check on Bora? Like, she's gonna look at Orin in quotations, and then look back at Bora, and then look back at Orin, and then look back at Bora, and then can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Okay, I need to know how you look at someone in quotations. I need to know.
Orin in quotations.
I mean, to be fair, minor illusion.
Yeah.
I was gonna say minor illusion exists. You can just put quotation marks next to somebody's head.
Wait, is minor illusion a cantrip? Hold on.
Yeah,
minor
it is.
illusion
It
a
is.
cantrip?
Yes.
Yes, I do have minor illusion. Cool. Leah's going to do exactly that. She's
Sure, you
going
guys
to
see
say
her like
Orin
look at
and
her.
put
You see
quotations
Leah.
around his head.
You see Leah look at her notebook, look up to Bora, look at her notebook, look back to Orin, quote unquote, then look at her pen, and then point her pen at Lysel, and then just two like quotation marks appear on either side of his head.
He's gonna look to the side at them and just be like, "Oh, are you classy?"
Or instantly would probably recognize that's not his voice.
Oh, I meant to do Orin's voice.
Yeah, he can still use Orin's voice. Enoch is just the weird exception where his voice is always the same.
Oh yeah, so she's
Leah-
just kind of looking at Leah, and then as she like does that, it's just like, it's Orin? Yeah, I saw him. And she waves at him, just like, hi, it's been a while.
He waves back, completely not knowing who this person is.
Yep. Apparently, this individual knows your current disguise, and you're just playing along.
He's just thinking to himself, "Great, another one." No, I can't.
Hannah's gonna jump off the stage, grab Lysel by the hand, and go, "It's time to go! We have to interrogate a man."
Great, Lysel, you're being dragged by this child-sized, very performative-looking individual. They look very eccentric in their outfits.
He knows who I am.
Indeed, she
By the
does.
way, Bora, you also noticed that there's now, like, the scrapbook that was on Henna's, like, side that was sort of, like, dangling now seems to have, like, Enoch's face etched into it, and, yeah, seemed to be a bit thicker.
And yeah.
Hannah's gonna try and call everybody to come, because we're gonna have to go now.
Alright, you...
Like, guys, we're on time constraint. Let's go. Come on.
I'll say you round up the troop, and, yeah, what would you all like to do?
Is Magnus
Is
still
it time
alive?
for Midir to play the March
Yes.
anthem?
Okay, good.
Yes.
Sure.
I honestly
Like the
have
March
no clue what
anthem.
we're doing or where we are. I am in Enoch's shoes right now, so I'm just waiting for my moment.
Fair enough. You guys
We're
are
going to interrogate a man.
basically not.
Yes, I figured we were somewhere in that process. I'm just not sure where.
You guys are still at the
Yeah, we
tavern.
just
You guys
waited
are.
till the next day.
Yeah, it's literally just the next
we
morning.
We went back and got everyone else. Is what happened.
Yeah. But yeah, so Midir, you start playing the Stormtrooper March from Star Wars as you guys are making
No.
your way.
The marching song is Midir's go-to play song that he was playing for breakfast this morning.
Okay. So as you guys are marching along, making your way to the keep, he continues to play Leaves on the Vine, like Uncle Iroh's song Leaves on the Vine.
Henna will play along while crying. Great.
You guys see tears form from underneath the mask.
Just everyone starts crying because this is a universally sad song.
And the Midir just looks wistful and thoughtful. He's not really sad, he's just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Go on.
I was like, can Leah like kind of just like huddle, like and walk as like a pack with Lysel and Bora, and then like try and clue Lysel in on who Bora is because she doesn't want to like out him because she already got slapped by Creed. So she doesn't want to like out him as something.
Fair
She
enough.
like wants to try to slyly tell him who Bora is without revealing that it's not Orin, and then she wants to tell Bora what's happened since she left.
All right. Roll me a stealth check to try and give him information without Bora hearing. Leah.
Can I get Lysel's help? Like, can he like hit Leah suddenly every time she says something?
Hold on a second. Enoch is
Nah, this
going
one-
to celebrate Bora's arrival with a pull from the bag.
Wonderful.
No.
You pulled a 98. Which
Yeah.
one's that? Because if I remember, that should be interesting.
Jesus.
It's another jar
Everyone
of
watches as Enoch. Oh, the blue one's back.
The blue one.
The blue one. Which
It's
one?
good to see you. Here, let me get you something. He like reaches into the bag. Oh,
It's another
here
jar
it-
of milk.
There it is. Oh, geez. And he kind of fumbles a little bit, and everyone just watches as I don't know where we are right now, but 300 gold pieces fall to the floor.
Yup.
Leah's gonna go and pick up like 30 of those.
I call dibs.
Henna's 100% gonna grab as much as she can.
His bag.
Yeah.
Lissel's taking half. He's taking half of it.
There's not half left. Two people have
There's
taken
not half
60.
left.
That's one.
Yeah, and I took as much as I can, so.
Okay, so tell me the split. Who's getting what?
Okay, I'll
Leah
take,
took
I took
30.
I'll have also grabbed 30.
take 60 because he's greedy.
And there's
Bora will grab
90.
30.
There's 120.
Okay.
I'll take whatever's left.
All right. I'll say each of you roll me a quick investigation check.
Investigation.
Nice. It's not gonna be
I'm
real.
not good at those.
That's an 8.
What the fuck is my
All right.
investigation?
20.
Okay.
Swear, I've had 5 sips of this cider. What the fuck?
Wonderful. Midir, Henna, and Bora. These are all iron coins with gold paint on it.
Damn.
Oh,
They are
bullshit.
it is counterfeit gold, but depending on what you do, you might be able to pass it off as real gold.
Damn,
We're
what the-
gonna just-
what-
Ever so casually, like, shove that in Enoch's coin purse.
All right, so I think
Somebody tell Leah it's not real.
Yeah, Bora would.
Yeah, Henna will tell you.
Okay. Then Leah will just kind of like hold it back to Enoch.
I mean on the bright side, Alana, you didn't roll that 3 for your stealth check, which you still have to do which is straight roll.
It's a straight roll. Okay.
Yeah, at the very least you got that 3 out of the way.
That's a hot 4.
That's a hot
Cool.
4.
So
Can I get
Can I-
help from
can I
myself?
help?
nope,
Can
not
I-
on this one. This is
Damn, okay.
your silence. Okay, Bora. You overhear the entire part of Leah's end of the conversation of her talking to Orin about who you are, as if he has amnesia.
I assume she's very much like Bora, our friend, the air jazzy who we met in Highmore.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Bora's just gonna look over at Leah and just be like, you good? I wasn't going that long.
Can I do a deception check? Just be like, yes, I'm just fixing my nose.
Can Henna try and help this massacre?
No, you. No. Okay, you know
There's
what?
no help here.
No. I was gonna say,
There's
you know
no
what?
help
You
here.
since you've been playing with Midir, one of you guys can give her bardic inspiration. But I also want to know, what does Henna try and do to actually help?
Like, I just want to be like, oh yeah, that's totally Orin.
Oh yeah, that's totally orange.
Now you just made. Okay, okay. You know what? Henna, roll a deception check. Leah, roll a deception check. You've made your
I
own
need to
bed.
roll a deception check.
Yeah,
Just
yes.
saying,
Both
no
of you
matter
guys have to
what,
roll a
the
deception
wording is
check.
gonna piss
We
her
both
off.
got 16.
You completely look at each other and twin it and just say, yes, that is
It's
100% Orin. Bora insight. This is getting ridiculous.
I feel like the tune would change from sad song to at this point it's going
Okay,
to.
yeah. Bora, you look at them, they're being shady as fuck. And more so than
Big banter.
usual, because now they're looking to Orin, looking to each other, and saying, yes, that is 100% Orin.
You know,
Completely pause, walk over to Orin, like standing above him, making eye contact. How did we meet Creed?
Leah do something behind him to like mimic something.
Can Henna
okay.
stealthy whisper into his knees the answer?
Okay, both of you roll a stealth check. Bora, roll a perception.
Lucille is just here, like, trying to
Bora-
not laugh his ass off.
Bora, roll a perception check to see if you notice their help.
We're fine.
Oh no!
Okay,
Bora's going
Bora.
to take her stick out and smack their hands.
Okay, you see Leah try and do like charades or something, so you just like sort of whack at her like hands or something, and then you see Henna and you just sort of like push her away from Orin as she tried to like jump up and whisper in his ear or something.
Oh wait, I didn't finish. I clicked wrong. Oh, it's
11.
worse. That's worse.
That's
That's
worse.
worse.
That's worse.
Entirely. Bora is looking Orin, quote unquote Orin, in the eye and is just like,
Oh wait, no.
How
Sorry.
Creed?
No. Actually, I was gonna say one thing I did realize. I don't think Alana ever rolled bad bardic inspiration. If you wanted to give it to her, for the deception check, because I said you could.
Yeah, let me give her.
What is that, a
plus
+6 or a +4?
It's a D8 that she could add. Like, what you have to roll a D8
Yeah.
and whatever the result is. It might.
Laney's here.
Wow,
Laney's here.
I can't believe the D8 said, nah, fam, we're with Bora on this one.
Yeah, the gods could truly fuck Leah.
Oh my god. You know what? At this point, Henna's just gonna throw her hands up and be like, whatever.
Bora,
I tried.
Bora, as
I
you
tried.
get back into the flow of being with them, it literally feels like you have not left. It is the same bullshit.
It's the same bullshit.
for you.
Lucille's just like, at this point, he's just covering his mouth, trying to hold in his laughter. Like,
Bora's like in full mom mode right now, her older sister mode.
So at this point, Henna's gonna go, you might have noticed that Orin isn't Orin.
I mean, at this point, also bear in mind that the tone has gone from being sad song to the violin is going. Dun, dun, dun,
Jesus
big
Christ.
banter.
This is hell.
It really is. It really is.
She's going to just look at Orin and say, alright, who are you?
You're in the middle- you're in-
busting out laugh.
I will state, you are in the middle of the street on your way. You haven't even left town. You haven't done anything. You're still in the middle of the road. If, like, in case
Orin
you're about to
noticed
do
the
it.
quickest.
What was that?
Orin noticed the quickest out of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it didn't help that Henna and Leah were Shit,
Like
we're
Leo
being...
was trying to talk to explain to Lucille who Bora is right next to Bora.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I
Pretty
totally
much.
also wasn't planning for Bora to be like, yo, I kept thinking about how we met, and I'm sorry I scared the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Totally wasn't gonna happen anyways.
But yeah, so you're being confronted in the middle of the street.
Is there like a crowd around, or is it just like one or two people like looking at us weird?
No, you're just walking on the road, and like some people are definitely noticing like the constant half yelling, half laughing from everybody involved. You guys aren't being
There's
subtle,
just
I'll say
Nadir
that.
loudly playing the Pink Panther song and just grinning ear to ear at the chaos.
Bora's going to like hold her hand up before he says anything. If it's a danger to you, don't say anything until we're safe. However, I know you're not my friend, and I am not going to hurt you. I just want to know who you are.
You see like two youngish girls, like maybe about 10 feet away, over by like a corner, just sort of like smoking some like hand rolled cloves, just looking. It's like, damn, that was fucking savage, and just start walking away.
Okay. Which part was savage?
They said that right after Boris said, "I know you're not my friend."
Oh, okay. I out of context, yes, that is a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. He may not be the apprentice, but he's got the heart of him. He'll be very useful to the Queen's quest.
He says
Bora's
that.
going to send her familiar to shove its tail into each.
Okay, so
It's a fox.
is it? I thought it was something else.
Yeah. She originally wanted a raven, but we agreed that it would kind of change based on how she's doing.
Fair.
So right now it's a fox.
Alright.
A lavender fox.
A
Understandable.
lavender fox. Okay. Lucille's gonna recover from laughing, and he's just going to be like, yes, okay, I'll explain everything once we are out of town, don't worry. You people are hilarious. Oh, yes, let's go.
Alright. So you guys
Can
can...
Leah look at him and be like, I hope you get hate crimed and walk away?
Oh my
Sure.
God.
Leah, you guys watch as Leah immediately looks at him and then just starts speed walking ahead of everybody.
And now the tone of the song is changed to March of the Gladiators.
Understandable.
Hate crime.
I'm gonna get a crap.
Jesus Christ. Henna is still pulling him along, by the way.
Sure,
So
you're...
she's just gonna be like, it's okay, I need you, so you're important.
Oh my god. Okay, so... I'll say after another about 20 minutes, you guys finally get out of town. I'll say after about another 20 minutes...
This party can sneak out of town inconspicuously anymore.
No, apparently not. But yeah, you guys are finally out of town after that whole fiasco, after about 20 minutes. And yeah, it's gonna probably be another about 4 hours journey before you get to the keep.
Okay.
So yeah. You're free to do as you like, have any conversations that you want to have until you get there.
Okay, so I want to actually ask Enoch now what he knows about Project Persephone.
Roll me history check, Enoch.
Enoch kind of looks to himself. He looks into himself and just stares off in the distance with 1,000-yard stares.
Understandable.
Not again.
Tell you what, we're gonna do the tides of chaos there.
I can't believe he actually stopped.
Can she give him a bardic inspiration?
It was a non-natural 1. What will that do?
god.
I don't know.
Especially a
Something.
zero.
Okay, apparently this is the fuck Henna and Leah session.
I remember Persephone. She was a good dog.
She was good
She
job.
did well.
God.
I've
Oh
been to many
no,
temples,
that's
if
not.
you ask me.
I
It was a
fucking
little
hate
strange,
him.
but I think she did her best.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Oh, you want to
That's
talk
not
about
what I
the
meant.
penguin?
As Henna,
Penguin.
as
I've
Henna,
many
you
legs, but she tried her best.
Henna, you immediately remember your conversation with Stargazer, and he says he might know something, but good luck trying to get anything out of him. He might not know. And immediately you're just like, son of a bitch.
Hannah's just gonna like hold up both her hands just like to get him to stop talking. And just be like, okay, wait, let's rewind, start over. Have you met Stargazer before we went to the library together?
I
History
gaze
check.
at the stars quite often. If it wasn't for the damn moon getting in the way.
No, I meant the guy in the library, servant.
Is that another history check there?
Another history check.
Another
Oh,
nat
no.
one.
Oh
I'll be honest, I would use luck points on this, but it's just a little too thematically there.
This makes way too much
perfect.
sense.
It's so perfect.
Man, I can't believe that everything we thought was gonna happen did. We all saw the future coming last week.
It's so perfect and I hate it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
I think this is
Okay.
like
Start going on a rant about the moon and how if it wasn't for the moon, he'd be
Okay.
stargaze
I was
so
gonna-
much more.
I was just-
It's if it wasn't constantly watching us and getting in the way of.
I swear to God,
prophesizing,
this is like the opposite of 2 weeks ago when it was the Nat 20 session.
The Nat 20 session.
This is the complete
Okay.
opposite.
Okay.
This isn't even
Okay.
nat 20s though. It's unnatural one.
That's what I mean. It's the opposite. It's the other side of the coin.
Okay.
It is entirely.
Hannah's gonna hold up her hands again and go, okay. One last question. We'll see if this one works.
We'll see if this.
What do you know about kids with amber eyes?
Oh no!
Roll another history check, Enoch.
Another
I'm
nat
so
one.
scared.
Another
I'm
Nat
so
one.
No, he
Right
hasn't
now.
rolled. He hasn't
I
rolled
can tell
natural.
the queen's not happy with
If
me
you
right
roll
now.
another
That's how-
unnatural one, if you roll another unnatural one, I'm gonna cry.
Me too.
this is a stupid idea, but I'm putting on the crown of madness. My thinking cap.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You guys see as an iron
He
crown.
pulls out a
You guys see
crown
as
made
yeah.
of green felt and puts it on his head.
Also roll me a wild magic surge.
Dear God, no.
You're all within vicinity. Henna's within 5 feet of him. That's a guarantee. We all know that.
100% I am.
Dear God.
Man, I can't believe Henna died asking him a simple question.
Where?
This is how I go. How this goes, yeah.
I'm in the chat, right?
What was that?
I see the wild magic search page.
Yeah, it should be right here, like it's in wild magic.
Okay, I don't know if I was missing that or what.
No, it's in rolls.
I,
Like,
I honestly did not see it. Guys, I'm like freshly woken up.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's
Like,
fine.
I'm
You're
out of
good. You're good.
place.
Nobody's.
Time does not exist for me right now.
What is time? What is common sense?
Okay,
What is life?
so first I'll surge, and then I'll have my Tides of Chaos back, so I can, maybe not get a 0 or a little.
Sure, why not? Let's see how that works.
And maybe I'll get rid of the moon, so we can see.
Sure,
things
you
better.
did roll 8,000. That is pretty high.
All non-magical animals nearby shrink by 40%.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, that's not.
Interesting.
Wait a minute. How far do you want to stretch this? Because it says all non-magical animals. Does that include the humanoids, part of the animal kingdom?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
That's what I was literally thinking as well. Either
'Cause that
way,
would mean
you guys are
Bora's
out.
about to shrink. That
Either
means
way-
that Lysel shrinks.
I was gonna say either way.
No.
You guys are out of town, so you don't see the rest of the people, and currently none of you are animal-esque humanoids, so you can't really tell. But you guys, as you're walking and trying to get Enoch to figure out in Brain Blast, do see what looks to be very tiny, like very, very tiny rats. Like field mice scurrying about.
7-foot rats. Rats
I'm-
so long as
I'm
rats.
pretty sure Boris will go try to take some.
Okay, and y'all watch as Enoch shrinks and turns into like a half fish person, a locanth. He's a very
You
young
are a
locanth.
catfish person.
He is a cat. He's literally catfishing you all right now.
And
Yeah,
I
we're-
roll
We're used to it.
2 histories.
Yep, 2 histories. Basically just history.
Well, it's a
It's
7.
so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, I am gonna love this if you choose violence for this session.
Hey guys, history's not Enoch's forte. If you haven't realized.
Really?
No.
know what?
No.
At this point, Henna's just gonna hold up her arms and be like, "It's okay.
It's
I
okay.
don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I-
see.
I
Henna,
don't keep you for your intellect.
I was gonna say Henna. You
Just
see.
carry me."
Henna,
Just scary.
you see Enoch basically just almost look like he's on the verge of an aneurysm as he's trying to get this information for you.
It's okay. I don't keep you for your intellect. Just carry me. It's all good.
Hey,
It's
Will,
okay.
weren't you
I
trying to
still
reach out
love
and Tell
you.
her something psychically before. Did that ever work?
What was that psychically?
Oh,
He
when
was trying to reach out and deliver a message to the queen with his psychic powers.
Oh yeah.
Did that ever work out for you, little man?
And I don't think he ever did.
For him screaming into
Try
the void. Trying to deliver
Oh my god. But yeah,
Henna's just
Why
gonna
don't you
like
try to
gently
psychically
pat his
share all
head.
of your thoughts with her.
you
It would
pat
help your
his
queen out
very
greatly.
you pat Enoch's very
Henna's just
slimy
gonna
head.
gently pat him and just be like, "It's okay. You're still my favorite."
You just pat his very slimy head.
Yes,
thank
his
you.
very slimy head. You're still my favorite.
I mean,
Just
hey,
goes full
Enoch,
fish person with telescopic legs walking along.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
trail.
say, but what's even better is that Locath, I don't think actually have legs. They just have the flipper. So you're just your flipper just extends. You're just a very long catfish.
just make it like a water Pokemon and float above the land.
Please, can I ride him like he's a mount?
I thought that's what you've been doing.
No, I was
Oh.
walking until now, but please, can I ride him like he's a mount? Because that's amazing.
Sure, why not? I'll say no. Even better, Enoch in his Locath form. He's not actually Locath. He's wearing like essentially one of those fish suits. So he's basically just on all fours, extendo leg up, and you're just on his back in it as it looks like it's just a floating fish, but his legs are and arms are invisible as he's crawling along the ground.
I love everything about that.
Don't worry, Magnus. You can still use spells, whatever, with your hands. I don't care. This is just for the sake of flavor. For now, you're on.
So,
I just had a thought. I've been trying to think of the perfect mounts for the queen when I was it all along.
Yeah.
As Enoch goes from what's it called from the ferryman to the mount.
he goes from the ferryman to the ferry. He is the ferry.
Or
I mean, to be fair, he has carried her several times at this point.
What was Bora doing?
Bora's got the sending stone just up to her mouth, and she's mumbling into it. She's walking.
Lucille's gonna turn to her and just be like, these people are hilarious, are they not?
That's a word for it.
That's a word for it. Oh yeah, now that we're out of town, he'll shift instead of Orin, he'll just take on, like, a human form.
Oh no, shift into another lowcalf.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you go low-calf, no.
No.
Start mirroring Enoch.
Yeah, pretty much. He's actually the third apprentice, but not for magic or chaos magic, just for form shifting.
Forms.
But the heart never changes.
There.
Uh-huh.
I think at this point,
What?
Said the heart never
No.
changes.
Bora was saying something.
That's a neat trick there.
Thank you. Lucille, at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, formally. Holds out his hand for a handshake.
She'll carefully shake his hand, say, Bora.
A pleasure. So, I take it you know these individuals from previous time?
Oh yeah, I've almost killed most of them.
A reasonable response. I cannot lie. What stopped you?
rude.
I don't really want to say.
Oh, very well. I will not press. As for your little friend that whose form I borrowed, he was with them, I suppose, and then he left the town on his own. Don't know where he is. That to answer your earlier question, but
She gets this kind of zoned out look. And she's like, oh, that explains a lot. What were you saying?
that explains a lot.
Oh, you get no context.
Okay.
Everybody came into this session choosing violence.
Indeed, we did.
I didn't choose violence. I've chosen comedy and depressing music.
Oh no, I never
that?
meant physical violence. I meant violence against logic.
I haven't violated logic either.
Fair
Yet.
bore.
I
Let's call it
feel
boring.
like leaves on a vine is violence.
It's okay. That
I said
I was gonna say.
chose emotional damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say
not
that
violence.
is emotional violence.
Emotion.
It's still violence. It's
Emotional
violence
violence.
Emotional violence.
Damage.
He'll just repeat what he said. That Orin went home, and he's just been hanging out with them because he thought they were funny.
I think we're right.
We are very funny.
We sure are something.
We are very
From an
funny.
outside perspective, we are hilarious.
we are very funny. 3 seconds later, watches as Henna says, "You kneel for your death."
We don't
Yeah.
have Drenger, so that's not possible.
Bora
Oh,
is
she
100
does
I was
have
gonna
his
say she
hand
has her loot. Remember, that thing does extra damage the bigger the thing is compared to her.
Oh,
Yeah, if it's large, I can smack it with my loot, and it'll be great.
No, you can attack anything, but okay, basically, I have to still add it in, but if it's medium, you do like 1d6 plus your charisma modifier in damage to it. If it's large, you do 2d6, huge 3d6, and gargantuan 4d6.
Exactly. It's just if I smack it, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the bigger
Go
the
smack
thing
the
is,
dragon in the ankle, and let me know how that works for you.
yeah, I was gonna say
I'm gonna smack a fuck ton of shit with this loot. It's gonna
yeah, I
be
was gonna say
great.
the bigger the thing is compared to you, the more it'll hurt.
After a little while of silence between Bora and Lysol, she's going to just say, I do want to warn you, these fuckers have gotten me arrested 3 times.
I cannot say that I'm surprised by that, but
Over my violin planning. I have not.
I
Oh,
think
no,
at this
you.
point, it's probably now a good time for Henna to chime in and point out that we are going to be going after the captain of the guard at the keep.
Excuse me?
wait, what?
This sounds like a party. I'm
Did-
so glad I'm awake for this. Oh, right. It's daytime, right?
Yeah.
Before we left the tavern, I would have pulled a pair of glasses out of my pocket and put on sunglasses.
Cool. He's got these like red tinted sunglasses that makes him look like a cross between what's it called? Cyclops from Marvel and Ozzy Osbourne.
No, they're Ozzy Osbourne style cut, but they are black.
Oh, they're black. Okay, fair enough.
Nice.
For some reason, anytime I think of like red circular glasses like that or that size, I immediately think of Cyclops. But yeah, they're black either way.
They're black frames, and they have a rose embroidered on the earpiece where it sits over the ear.
Sure. Do you explain to Bora the situation, Henna?
Yeah, Lucille's just gonna be like, wait, you did not say captain of the guard. That is not a piece of information I agreed to.
I don't particularly agree to it either.
Well,
I,
you just got here. Points at Bora.
I won't say I'm not used to prison, but this is a bit of a. I am trying to stay low, at the very least.
And I would
It's all right.
like to get to my sister's wedding.
Don't worry. We're gonna. I can talk our way out of anything. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, you don't have to talk your way out of anything if there's nothing to talk your way out of.
Exactly.
Drag him to the plains of hell to get him to spill his information.
Don't worry. I need this
So sounds like a
information.
party.
This,
By the way,
we need this information and we need it quickly. That's all. That's all.
By the way, Zane, you have Bora's character sheet at level 5, right?
I believe I do.
All right, just making sure.
Yes, I do.
All right, good. You have a stunning strike at this point.
Roll for
Also able
initiative.
to level up? What is this witchcraft?
Backup characters being the same level as ours? Pugh! Garbage.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. You also have your extra
Oh.
attack, so she punches things far more often.
Yes.
She's still using
Oh, Henna's
quarterstaff as a stick.
Henna's gonna lock in on Bora really quickly and just be like, "Oh, by the way, we're trying to rescue my child." Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Apple told me.
Has told me.
I didn't know you had a kid.
I don't.
Then why did you call it your child?
Because he is.
Can Leah just like motion to Bora, just like cut the throat, like I'll explain, just stop fucking talking, just let's get there.
She's gonna just
Yeah, because at this way we're scorting towards another mental breakdown. It's gonna be great.
Leah's
Keep it
behind
away,
Hannah,
man.
just like, no, just I'll explain. Just shut up, please.
Yeah, just gonna like slowly back away from Hannah.
All right, you just sort of like pull towards the back with the Lysel.
Leah will scoot back there and just like try and explain what the fuck happened with the whole Sammy Mortem Henna thing.
Great. The first hour of travel is basically Leah detailing the shit that's happened since you've been gone.
With random backup music.
The more you talk, the more tired she looks.
An appropriate reaction.
Henna's just gonna play along with Midir the whole time.
All right, you guys
It's
are.
gone from being there's a disturbance in the force to I can work with this.
Can work.
We are the disturbance in the force
We
as
are.
one. It's good.
That's actually
We
your
have a
guys'
band
band
name.
name, Disturbance in the Forest.
Yes, that is what we are.
You guys changed. Not even that. You guys changed the party's name from Heralds of Chaos to the Disturbance in the Forest.
I mean, most of us can play an instrument.
I mean, yeah. Fair.
Doesn't have a flute.
Useful
She
information.
gave up her flute and she hasn't found another one.
Understandable. But yeah. So, Bora, you've been caught up on everything that's happening. Why you're going to now deal with a... Not captain of the guard, but, captain within the military.
Yeah.
They still look stressed at that.
Mhm.
Sometimes the less you know, the better it is.
Look,
Wait.
I've had a lot of alcohol. My terminology might be a little off.
Mhm.
Boom, can I do a history check
Sure.
to see if I know this person or like know of them?
Sure, I'll say yeah, because of your background, yeah.
21.
You've remembered hearing of your brother mentioning this name in conversation, but you can't quite remember what the context was. You do remember that it was a negative connotation. You also remember that those notes are somewhere back within Highmore.
That. All right, but I have heard of this person, and it's like a thing.
Yeah, you've heard not necessarily great things. Not necessarily like, oh yeah, he's like, you know, complete asshole. Well, sorry, like you haven't heard, oh yeah, he's like 100%
Murderer.
like murderer, criminal, blah blah. But you have heard that, at the very least, you heard your brother speak ill of him, like saying that his moral fiber is, you know, lacking. Basically, just in a long-winded way, calling him an asshole.
Okay. What's his name
while
again?
I'm sitting here having my wonderful instrumental with henna, I'll be like, I take it you're able to use song as music as well? Or song as magic as well?
Song is music.
Song is music.
Hey, Enoch.
I have heard
too.
people sing, and it fails horribly, and I would not call that music.
Alright. I don't remember what his name was, so at this point I'm just gonna put in something in info and we'll work with that.
Lainey, bring up the notes.
But yes, I will lean over a little bit
Well, I
towards
don't
henna.
take
and-
notes on your guys' bullshit. That would be a nightmare.
Also remember that Lainey's been drunk the last like 3 sessions. She don't remember shit.
You know
I
what?
don't
You
remember
know what?
half of your session.
That's fair, Lainey. That is entirely fair.
Would you like Enoch to recall the information for you?
Yes.
Roll me a
Roll
history
another
check,
nat
Enoch.
one. If he rolls a 20, can he remember everything?
Yeah, he actually brain blasts. Seems about right. Seems about right. Wow, I can't believe you've almost completely started speaking in, or your roles have basically started going into binary. It's like 0, 1, 1, like if it was another one, so it would have been 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1.
Oh, no. It's how
You told me his name was Gario Ironjaw. Thanks.
There we go.
So we have an iron hide and an iron jaw,
Yes, iron is a big thing.
obviously.
But yes, I'm going to start making plans on how we can implement things magically between me and henna.
Sure, in what capacity?
In the capacity of, once I get verification that she's got some ability to cast spells, have her cast suggestion, have one of our more physical party members, in this case probably Bora, take some rope, tie the dude up, and I'll cast Zone of Truth, and then we can interrogate him and dispose of the corpse after we've gotten our answers.
Understandable.
An even more effective 1-2 punch than before.
Or get one of the lower rank guards outside, kill him, give some blood to Enoch, and he can make it a party.
I mean, honestly, that might definitely...
¿Por qué no los dos?
Por qué no los dos?
Por
That's
qué,
where
por
I
qué no
was
los
too.
dos?
Let's do both.
Let's get fucking blasted and watch as demons storm the compound for you.
I'm so behind this plan.
Man,
Just saying,
I
it's
can't-
another option.
I can't
Enoch's
believe an
down for
entire.
it.
I can't believe.
Oh
an
no, it's both. It's part of the option now.
Man, I can't believe an entire keep of of soldiers were brutally murdered by a pack of demons.
And
A
it
pack
gives us
of
the perfect
demons in
cover.
a wild magic surge. That could be fun.
You took away our conscience. We don't have it anymore. So we can do whatever the fuck we want. We are the villains.
We are.
You took away the cinnamon roll.
I didn't take away the cinnamon roll. That's on Samus.
Yes, it is, and I am fully okay with this.
So long as you're
We have
okay with it,
officially
we're all okay
corrupted
with
the
it.
player.
We're just gonna go full villains here and let the other party deal with us later.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, yes. Heather doesn't care what she has to do to get her kid
You
back.
just think that we're gonna deal with your mess.
Oh, I said nothing about dealing with our mess. I said deal with us.
Deal with
It's just
us.
gonna be
Yeah,
something
us.
eventually.
The next crossover episode is us having full on TPK fight.
Pretty much.
Hannah, you've got to stop. Never attack. Both parties are dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically
Which
what
means
almost
that you will
happened.
eventually have to kill yourself.
I was gonna say
Yes,
that's
I will.
basically what almost happened the first time you guys met.
You're right. It did nearly devolve into party versus party.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the only thing that calmed it sort of down was Leah reconnecting with Veers, Zazel being there and trying to be the mediator, and pretty much like. Well, to be fair, it almost started into a fight because specifically Azazel was there, and Hannah didn't want to see Azazel there.
What really starts the Civil War is when Enoch accidentally dusts Azazel.
Yeah. You just see Azazel just get blown off in the wind.
See, that's
not-
a dangerous game because Veers has started to develop feelings.
For Enoch?
That is
Aw.
weird. as
Yeah, I
fuck.
know. That's so sweet that he likes Enoch.
Accidentally or on Henna's order? Just saying.
Mr. Stark, good. Oh. This is fun.
It is,
This
it is.
fun. I love
alright.
it here. I love it here.
I'm glad someone does.
Sorry.
She's so fucking useless.
No, I was gonna say he's gonna add in some more information.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, he's so fucking useless.
Chill the out. Goddamn, I just hit enter like without fully remembering all about it. But yeah, sorry, you guys continue amongst yourselves. I'm just sending something to Alana.
So, yeah, the current plan is, we're going to let Enoch run rampant and summon his little army of demons, and then while those are distracting everyone else, we're going to go in, cast Zone of Truth and Suggestion, tie this dude up, and interrogate him, get as much information as we can, and beat feet while the demons kill everybody.
Yeah, and possibly kill this guy before we leave. I'm not sure yet.
Well, of
depends on what
course,
he
we
tells
can't
us.
leave witnesses.
True.
And
So either way, he's gonna die. Fair.
I do have one question. If it ends up that this man is not involved in your child kidnapping at all, what are we going to do about that? Are we just
That's your answer.
He still has seen our faces and we have committed great crimes. He has to die.
Leah's gonna just pop up and be like, I'll handle it. It'll be fine.
I'll handle it.
Henna's just
It's
gonna
a
like
real-
staple her fingers together and just be like, his cousin told me he was involved. I don't care what he says, as long as he tells me where he took my kid.
Is the real plan here to just let Enoch run rampant while y'all go do the other stuff?
I mean, you guys can always go with the route of have a distraction.
Leah's gonna. Can
He's
Leah pop
annoying.
up?
Let him be annoying.
Can Leah pop up and be like, do we have access to rose wine and
Rose.
men from brothels?
No, that is supposed to be Rose. I like the keyboard
Ah.
I'm using doesn't have the option, but yeah, Rose.
That's fine. Leah's gonna ask if we have access to men from brothel men, and rose.
Isn't that really the time?
I admire
I
your
didn't think you were into that type of thing, Well.
I admire your gumption, but I don't believe this is an appropriate time. Yes.
Leah's just like, I know this person, and it's easier if we trick him first.
Well, I
And
mean,
I'm just gonna look over the party and go, well, the closest one to a brothel man here, and sexiness is probably Madeir. Let him go.
Hey,
I
all
mean,
no,
we could
all
also
I'm
just send the changeling in. Who can
yeah, I was
be
gonna say,
anything he
all I'm
wants.
saying is Lysel can be whoever he wants him to be.
That's true. So we have 2 now. Let's go.
Wait.
What could make this even better is if we did it as a 2-style punch.
When I
Send
said
both of us
brothel
in at
men,
the
I
same
obviously
time.
meant male brothel
That's what I'm
workers, but
saying.
obviously the
We know-
constraints of the sending spell make me have to cut it down.
Can Leah suggest that she show up?
Wait. Lysel just looks to Leah and is just like, wait, you know this man? Do you have
Yes.
information that we can use?
He's an asshole, he likes rosé, and he likes to have sex with brothel men.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
So,
I was assuming more, but also I think that is that's a good amount of information.
my information is limited, however, it will get us through the door. I also might have an in. Does anybody have... Oh. Can Leah offer to get dressed back in her tattered clothes, show up on the doorstep, like, upset with these 2 brothel men and some rosé, and try and work her way in? Oh, fuck, no. Can I disguise Henna as Leah, even if she's, like...
She's 3'5".
Yeah.
Really tiny Leah. It'll be great.
Hey! On the bright side, if you have the prosthetics for a nose, at least you could get it 100% to look like Leah's nose.
That's
True.
true. I don't have nose or lips. You can make my whole face to what you want.
You know, we'll
We
figure
will
something out,
rebuild
but
her.
We need
stronger.
rosé and brothel men.
Okay, so we have 2 potential fake brothel men. We just need the rosé.
And I have a possible way in.
Here's the thing, it's also the, early part of the day.
And I have a possible way in. It'll be fine. I
True,
have
but-
awful performance.
Bro, with those 2 things, you're gauging that it might be better to at least implement that part of the plan, possibly evening time, maybe night.
You know what we need to do? We need to get a ladder, because if you carry a ladder in somewhere, they'll just assume you're working on something and you can get in anywhere.
Okay, so this is what I think the plan should be. I think we should wait until nightfall after we get towards the keep. We should implement the brothel men and fake Leah idea. And if that fails, we unleash the Enoch.
Fair enough.
That's what I think we should do.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, you guys know it's gonna take 4 hours to get there, so you have a majority of the day if you wanna, head back the half an hour trip into town and gather whatever supplies you may need.
That's a
Curious
fair
if-
point.
Here's an adjustment to the plan. Okay, so Enoch said he needed some blood from a guard for his chaos he wants to do.
Doesn't have to be
You
from a
let
guard.
me sneak up and I'll get one of them to come back with us. We'll get rid of him real quick. And then we have that vial of fresh blood for Enoch. And then once evening comes, you send both myself and Lysel, and we go and we do what we have to do. Leah
And
can
take
slip
me
in
with
as
you.
well. Of course. And then once we are in through the doors, Enoch can initiate Plan Chaos out in the front yard, get the excess guards to come fight whatever he's trying to summon. And then while we're inside, we find the guy. Hopefully Enoch is given the signal to initiate this after we're already inside. But we get inside, isolate this person we need to isolate. Enoch initiates Plan Chaos, everybody goes running out. He wouldn't really be missed for a while that combat's going on. And
You know,
we
this
use
sounds
Word
like
of
the
Truth and everything.
soundest. This sounds like the soundest plan we've ever had. I'm behind it.
Magnus, let's see if this goes like the last 2 plans we've made.
Who are was going to
I'm
silently
not a part of
hold
this
up her
plan
finger and
necessarily. I
say-
play a big part, but I'm not gonna make it because my last two, our last two, have not gone.
No, that's what I mean. Like, let's see how this plan, because the last two plans either of us have been involved with in any capacity went swimmingly.
I was going to just hold up her finger and say, that requires Enoch to be mentally stable.
Also,
It requires
part of
Enoch
the
to
charm of
follow
this
my
plan
instructions.
He
Yeah,
can
I was-
cause all of this chaos by himself.
yeah, I was gonna say, Medea, from what Enoch is explaining, he needs a vial of blood from a humanoid slain within the last 24 hours, so he just needs a vial of a dead person's blood.
We can do
Not
that,
necessarily
no
a person.
problem.
If we find the goblin, that would work.
I mean, yeah, it could be any, humanoid.
Yeah, but if we get rid of one more guard, it just makes things a little easier for us.
One less to fight. It's fine.
It's fine.
I've seen people kneel for their executions before. It's good.
Curious if this is like an enclosed keep, or if this is like an open space camp. Because I also, just on a metagaming level, I could cast immovable objects. I could seal the door shut.
Welcome to the beginning of our villain arc. He seals the door shut and we burn everybody alive while they're inside by starting a fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the did this just turn into like a Game of Thrones-esque scenario?
I still need information from this guy before we murder him. I'm not saying murder's off the table. I just need information first.
We should. Okay, this is gonna sound like a literal plot from TV, but can we send Medea and Lysel up in like scantily clad clothes, like with like actually supposed to be like people from a brothel, and then maybe have them tie him to a bed?
Oh.
And then me and Leo'll roll up.
And then have like somebody open a window and be like, "Hey, he's tied down."
Man, I can't believe that Henna, to start her interrogation, just smashed his nuts like grapes.
No. See, if that was the point, Nadir would reach in his bag, pull out a glass bead,
Oh boy.
and plant it in and say, smash that long bit. Welcome to our villain arc, everybody.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're at our villain arc.
All right, what would you guys
Villain
like to
arc
do?
get our kid back.
What do you guys like to do? Because it's still the morning. By the time you got an entire day, and it's gonna be a 4-hour trip just to get to the place.
Okay.
What would you like to do
what-
to prepare for this?
Looks like
Wait,
before we-
I
Rin,
think-
Rin.
Yeah.
This is a good time to ask this because I meant to ask this before and I just never did it because I forgot. Can Lucille have like just carry a bag of like spare clothing around? Because change.
Yeah, I'll say that he has a bag of
or would
common
that be,
clothes and travel clothes, so he has 2 different types of clothes.
like various different sizes and outfits and stuff, or just
That would be a disguise kit for like a bunch of different costumes. I'll just say you have like 2 sets of clothes for the moment. You can go into town. You guys have some money that you came into. You can try and see if you can find a disguise kit with a bunch of costumes.
Yeah. Okay. Lucille will suggest. Okay. Hold on. Okay, how about I like this idea. Let's go back into town, get some disguises and some supplies, and we can make our way there to enact this plan tonight. How does that sound?
Well, we just still need to get that body. So what I was thinking is we would divide in half right now. I'd go get that one specific soldier, and we'd have our little bit of fun. And then the rest of you guys go get, like, the rosé that Leah was saying she'd need. Get yourself a disguise kit. That way we
I
have
have
all the
a
bases
disguise
covered
kit.
and we can multitask.
I have a
I mean, I
disguise
do
kit.
too, but we need to use our disguise kits to make it so we can get back in later. I can't
That's
really be
true.
walking up the same appearance every time I go up to the doors, can I?
This is
Additionally,
true.
I'll remind everyone that Enoch also has vortex warp, so if you just got him within 180 meters of Enoch, he could possibly just teleport him outside.
Well, it's
not to see him.
I was gonna say it's 90 feet, and I think you have to see the location that you're
I
teleporting
can
into.
upcast it to be 180 though.
True, but again, you'd also have to see where you're
Oh,
teleporting
enough
into.
range is 90 feet. Either way. No, it's 120 feet.
No.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 120, and I think you can upcast it to further the distance. But I think you still have to see the location you're teleporting him to.
I know. I'm saying, like, Enoch, telescoping legs looks over the wall or something.
I mean, understandable.
It's
That's
not
last
out of the
ditch
realm of
measure.
possibility. That's just, if we want a non-violent method, I'm fine with whatever. Enoch can go
That
rampant
is Plan
here.
B, and it would still involve violence, as we would have to unalive him because he'd see who we all are.
Well, it's also gonna be night, and you don't really know what his race is.
I'd assume he's like.
The last name makes me think of Goliath. But that's just because of Grog.
Did I know what his cousin's race was while I interrogated him?
Crap, what was he? You talked to him back at Lafayette, and he was. If I remember correctly, he was human.
Okay. Ironjaw does not seem like a human last name.
It doesn't seem like it, but it's also just a last name.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Sounds straightforward, if you ask me.
Wait, what happened to the griffin? We just left it there, didn't we?
It's back in Lafayette, yes.
Oh yeah, we fully left it at Lafayette.
Yeah, don't worry.
Leah's taken care of.
Leah's
It's fine.
taking care of
It's
it.
being
Leah's
taken care
taking. Don't worry. Leah's taking care of it.
It's fine.
Leah's taking care of it.
It's fine.
Also, yeah, Bora, you now hear them speak about some kind of griffin left in Lafayette.
She goes from, like, I don't like this whatsoever to, what the fuck? Y'all got a griffin and you didn't find me?
Leah's gonna tell her
Y'all are
that
sitting
it
there
might
talking
be
about
back
a
in
griffin.
Highmore.
You guys are sitting there talking about your adventures on the Griffin. I'll fucking trade you. I had to spend 24 hours in Mount Celestia. All them people with wings and staring. Ooh.
Heather's just gonna stare at him for a few moments and go, "Have I mentioned I'm a goddess?"
We're starting to get along, so I'm not going to pop that bubble just yet, but we're
Just
eventually going to sit down and discuss that.
Alright, sometime in the future. After I get my kid back.
We're
After
going
I
to
get
put
my
a pin in this, and we'll come back to it.
We'll come
Indeed.
back.
All right, so what is the plan? What do you all want to do? I heard an idea.
Okay.
Half
For
of you
now,
want to.
at the very least, Madeir is going to continue on to the garrison to get our sacrifice for Enoch.
And
Sure.
the rest of us
Maybe
are gonna...
sacrifice.
All right, that's gonna be a that's
Sacrifice.
gonna be a 3.5 hour walk there and back.
Yeah,
That's
the
fine.
rest of us are gonna go back and get some sexy clothes from Madeira and Lucille and some rosé wine.
Lucille just asks Madeir for his measurements.
This
Opens
plan,
up his
we have a
disguise
guard
kit,
that
and he
goes
already has
uniquely
sexy
missing
clothes.
who you could take the place of.
Okay.
Bora would 100% offer her crop top.
She would offer her what?
Crop top.
Ah, fair.
Okay, this
That might
works.
look better on Lysel than on me.
Does Leah know what's like recently in style in brothels?
Weird enough,
Does she?
yes. Honestly, yeah.
Okay, so can Leah help out with like the styles, like make it look like they're like currently in trend in brothels?
Yep, you can definitely help them out with that. Yeah, sure. If you guys want to go like try and do some outfit shopping for whoever is gonna be the brothel workers in this scenario, I assume for Lysel and Madeir. Though I will say that Madeir, his general style matches it well enough. It's not like 1-to-1, but it looks close enough that it wouldn't seem too out of place.
I would also like to say that what he referenced as his brothel worker outfit, it is just a series of leather harnesses that would cover all of the naughty bits. There's not much else to it. It's just leather harnesses.
That tracks.
Nice.
Yeah, it tracks.
I was gonna say, Leah, you would know that what he wears normally is good for, I guess, How
So
does
can
that-
we dress? So Madeira's got the whole like bondage BDSM thing. Can we dress Lysel in like lace and like?
I mean,
Oh my
sure,
God,
yeah.
this
If you,
virginal aspect and the kinky dom. Yes, I love this plan even more.
I was gonna say, if you wanna go outfit shopping and get him some like lace frills and silk, then yeah, you can. It
Fabulous.
it might be a little bit on the nicer side, like depending on what you're trying to get. But yeah.
You can find cheap shit.
No, that's what I said. Depending on what you want to try and get, like you can skimp out a bit. Like you're not going for quality. It's mostly supposed to be costumes, so yeah, you can.
Yeah, that great. And then
Into Orin for this.
oh fuck yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right. So you're turning into
Or inform
Orin.
in lace.
Oh god. Yeah.
I see. We figured out
How
what
much
Lainey's
does
next.
it cost?
I think we figured out what Lainey's next art piece is. Orin and lace.
How
Yeah.
much does it cost? Because Henna wants to pay for it like 50-50
All right.
with the counterfeit gold.
I mean, are you going with the group that's continuing on to the?
True, Lainey.
Yeah.
Isn't Madeir just going by himself to get our sacrifice?
You know what? Enoch will go ahead and follow him.
All right. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Enoch and Madeir, the
Plays
dynamic
for the
duo.
Queen's arrival.
All right. All right. So.
Alright, so Madeira's just gonna be like, okay, so what form do you think I should take? I have a few that could go with this, but ideas.
Well, he's morally ambiguous, so let's go the like 18, like the babyface 18, or whatever the age of consent is, and like make it one of those like really kind of sketchy, like porn videos.
Wonderful.
Concern.
Let's put it just borderlining on pedophilic.
I mean, he's very sketchy. So, like, let's make it look as virginal and innocent and, like, horribly playing into stereotypes as possible, because then we have Madeir on the complete opposite end of that, just in case we cover all different kinds of taste.
Okay.
Leah's saying this.
All right.
I love our descent into the villain arc right now.
Either way,
It's not
Henna's
slow
trying to
sick,
pay
we
for
are
this.
head diving.
We are head diving.
We have swan dived into the deep end of the villain arc.
I mean, to be fair,
have.
depending on what you do, it might not be considered villain arc. Killing random soldiers, definitely bordering on, or definitely on the villainish side of things.
Right now,
Understands here,
we're
part of this
handle
plan
all of
involves
this.
just letting Enoch loose. Unless those soldiers somehow kill Enoch within the first 3 rounds, there's gonna be like 6 surges going off in this.
That's
They
very
better
true.
not kill my servant. But either way, Henna's trying to pay for Lysol's look and the rosé 50-50 counterfeit gold.
All right.
We
And
also need,
regular gold.
we need, like, trench coats or cloaks or something to, like, just, like, you know that thing where you show up to somebody's house in lingerie with just a trench coat on? We need the medieval equivalent of that.
Sure, I'll say 2 copper pieces just to find some shabby trench coats. Some very
Fabulous.
sketchy looking ones.
This is a nightmare.
Why do I have a map
This
just
is
called Fuck
hysterical.
Me? Whatever.
At dawn tomorrow, demonic hordes mount a quest against the target.
Just the counterfeit gold pass.
Are you only using the counterfeit gold?
No, 50-50, regular and counterfeit.
I'll say either sleight of hand or performance. Your choice. One of you.
I'll roll that. I have good sleight of hand. That is a 28. Oh, I think we're fine.
You know what? Let me roll just to see. Oh no, he rolled fucking anything other than a natural 20. Yeah, no, he rolled a 4. He doesn't care. He thinks it's gold. He just like scoops it up into the bag and it's just like, or the. Wait, no, I said it was like 2 copper for the thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so a single gold piece, that means I gave him.
Yeah, then he gives you back like what's it called 9 silver and 8 copper.
Have we just learned how to launder this gold
Nice.
into real money?
You
9
actually just
silver
launder
and
it.
8 copper. Nice.
You guys just keep like getting things that cost exactly 1 copper piece, and then just get rid of the 300 gold, fake gold that way.
I'll take 1 gram of tobacco from every store inside the kingdom.
Pretty much. It's like, hey, now we have legal money, and a bunch of people have fake money.
Is there a bank in this town?
Yeah, there's a small bank.
Can we go
I
and
don't-
exchange
I
all of the
don't
fake
think
money?
I don't think going to an actual bank is the best idea
Mm-hmm.
with this. They might
But
have
they-
more stringent.
Yeah, you find a Geltor bank in Rhone.
But would it be the same roll sleight of hand, is the question.
Perhaps before this plan, we shouldn't get into any trouble that could possibly jeopardize things.
I
Yeah.
don't think Henna would be happy with people if they got.
We
in
tend to
trouble where they
overstep our
couldn't-
bounds the second we go onto side tangents.
Wait,
We
it was
can
it
come
was
back to
9
that 'cause we
silver
do
and
have to
8
come back
copper,
through
right?
town.
Yeah, 9 silver, 8 copper you got back.
Okay. Awesome.
We do have to come back through town for the quest that Madeir has taken, where we can basically just take over this fucking town.
Yeah, we'll do that after.
Exactly.
I don't remember that part.
That's because it is a Madeir plan, and Madeir doesn't reveal all of his cards right off the bat.
Leah's head straight to a trees after this shit. After we possibly murder this man, Leah's out.
Honestly,
Possibly
seems
Yeah.
alright.
Possibly.
We're gonna
murders.
murder him. Possibly is a strong word.
Possibly stretches to the entire garrison. This man in particular will die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there like red lipstick or something that we can also pick up?
Yeah, you can pick up some makeup. There's like a little boutique shop. Let's say 3 copper to get some makeup, like guy liner, eyeshadow.
I would again like to pay with counterfeit gold.
Roll another sleight of hand or deception, one of your choice.
Me or her?
One of you, either sleight of hand or performance.
I rolled a 17 on deception.
I got an 18 on sleight of hand.
Oh boy, this is getting interesting.
Oh,
No, sorry, that's something on my end. My laptop is not the one that I'm recording on. My other laptop is acting weird.
oh, that's not good.
I don't know how to explain it. On random pages, it's just like for images, it's just showing like, you remember like on the old TVs where it like shows a bunch of like rainbow colors, like staticky a bit.
Oh yeah, the like error.
Yeah, pretty much
The image not loading error.
that.
Interesting.
And it's not for everything. It's only for like. I've only seen it like on a few different websites, like just every once in a while. So I don't know what is actually going on. So it's fine. Don't mind me too much. I'm just thing. But yeah. Sorry. What did one of you roll for either the sleight of hand or performance?
I rolled a 17 on deception.
I rolled an 18 on sleight of hand.
One of you. Like I was gonna say, I'll just go with the 17 deception because you mentioned that one first. So okay.
Oh no.
So
No, he gets an 8.
all right. You launder a single fake gold piece. Using Leah's help of misdirection and seeing the future.
Nice. What do I get back? I get 9 silver and 7 copper back.
Yeah. Okay, Magnus, to answer your question, if because we're gonna randomly see which kind of thing you get. If you end up summoning the Dretches, it'll just be like 14 abyssal penguins show up. Not much convincing. It takes like next to nothing to convince me of that.
I want to figure out what they do. I'm gonna find something to.
No, that's what I mean. Like we're gonna see what kind of like demons you summon. If you summon the Dretches, which are like the lowest level ones, they don't do much. They just claw attack, blah blah blah. We can just flavor those as abyssal penguins. It's godforsaken, but nonetheless, Can't wait for people to die and then go to the afterlife like, yeah, I was mauled to death by this penguin with a long, spindly tongue of barbs.
And then in the afterlife, they're mauled to death by abyssal chickens
Yeah.
for eternity.
Okay.
Nice.
God. Yeah. So that's what you guys get for the like. Is there anything else you're shopping for?
Leah's gonna kind of drag him out after the whole close call with the fucking 17.
Sure.
Yeah, just let me know when it's time for Midir to pick his sacrifice.
Understandable.
We're heading back probably now-ish, right? Oh, we have to get through Jose too.
Yeah. I was gonna say it only takes you like an hour to grab all of these things. Like it's not the hardest thing in the world. Midir and Enoch are gonna take a while, so you guys have more time to do anything else that you want to prepare for this escapade.
Is there a city hall?
There is essentially a mayor's office. Yeah.
So could we possibly go in there and see if they have floor plans of this like keep?
Clever.
You know what? You can get there. You get to like the office, and there's somebody at like a clerk's desk saying, "What can I do for you today?" This somewhere in their 30-ish gnome.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Miss Lancaster. I'm here to pick up the documentation of what's the name of the keep.
You don't know. You're just told that that they were at keep outside of town.
I'm here to pick up
Keep outside of
documentation.
town.
I'm here to pick up the documentation on the keep outside of time where Captain Ironjaw is residing.
And he's just standing beside you like the world's most tired secretary whispering the actual terms to you.
That actually gives it more validity, in my opinion.
Honestly, sort of, yeah. Honestly, it does. Might I ask the nature of why you need these documents? Who are you?
I'm sorry, man, that's classified.
Who are you? Who do you represent? Well, why are you?
Can I pull out the government ID of Arisha Lancaster?
That's just a normal, like, essentially birth certificate kind of stuff. Like, that's just legal documentation stating that you're an actual person. It's like, oh, I'm the government, like an FBI badge.
Okay, prior.
Wait. Can I can use a forgery kit. Can I roll for that?
Right here, right now, no. You came into this unprepared.
Quickly, with his crayons.
Can Hannah step forward as the most tired secretary on the face of the planet and just be like, we are envoys of the king?
You are envoys of the king.
Do I need to roll something?
Honestly, no, because you have nothing to prove. Otherwise, you don't look it. Like, you're in Mr. Compressed outfit right now.
Leah's gonna sigh and be like, I'll go get my ID. And like the most prissy, like, I can't fucking believe these fucking awful government employees, how fucking dare they? And then walk outside with Lysel and then like do a forgery kit. Is that possible?
Well, okay, what are you trying to create?
The equivalent of an FBI badge.
A letter from
She said she's gonna come back with her.
To acquire.
I will have you know, she said that she will come back with her ID.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure. Yeah. So an ID, I guess, of like an emissary of the king, like something that shows, like, okay, this is a king's employee.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I will say the only way this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Lysel, roll me a history check. This only works if you get a natural 20 because this is nobody else here knows what that looks like. You might be the only one on a very lucky chance.
Yeah, but that means the lady also doesn't know what it looks like.
No,
The
no.
lady doesn't know what it looks
Haha,
like.
funny. I meant everybody else in the party.
Does 21 work?
Unless I doubt that that was an actual 20. So, unfortunately, no, you don't know what kind of ID you may need exactly, or like King's Emissary ID for this region. You don't know how it looks like.
Alright, Lucilla's just gonna be like, oh, why did you ask me to do this? I don't know what the documentation of here looks like to this. I don't have the documentation of this place memorized.
Can I cast Unseen Servant and send that in just for documents?
You
Wait,
can't.
do that
See,
before.
I'd say you also
didn't-
can.
Well, we have a rogue. Why don't we just
Why don't you
distract the lady at the desk and send him in?
Okay, let's do that. Sure. I forgot the rogue.
Let's go raise pilot desk.
A well-oiled
fucking
machine.
Karens
A
and let
well-oiled
him go.
machine. Y'all are a well-oiled machine.
You were doing so good before. I
Yeah.
assume I roll a stealth for this?
Yeah, I'll say roll stealth while you're outside. Or actually, are you just going to go in through the front?
Well, me and Leah will,
No, I meant
because
Lysel.
we're gonna go raise hell at the desk.
I meant Lysel.
Are there other entrances? What's the building look like?
Roll me, I'll say roll me either investigation or opportunity to sort of scope out, as you might have to spend some time, finding your way in.
18?
Okay. Do you want to do this while they're inside or before they go inside?
Let's do this, but I'm going to scout this out beforehand. Give me 5 minutes, and then I will whistle to signal you to go in and do your thing.
While that's happening, can we make it sound like Leah and Henna are like a base secretary and like her equally bitchy the person she works for, where it's like, I thought I told
Oh
you.
yeah,
One of you,
argue bullshit. Yeah,
one
let's
of you,
do that.
one of you rolled performance advantage.
Cool, that's
How
totally
about I
great.
leave the party for a little bit
It's
for
a
a side
16.
mission, and you guys fall to crap.
Honestly,
Mere seconds in, what are we doing?
where's Spora during this?
I want to remind
With
them
you.
that this Karen idea has like never worked.
No, it hasn't.
It always
No.
goes to shit.
Nope.
one way or the
It
other.
has never worked, but it's fine.
has
Never worked.
God bless
It's a
me.
16 on performance.
Was that 16?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, well, look, it's your favorite thing now that you're back from wherever you just stepped away to. The Karen episode has returned.
the Karen episode.
They have gone full Karen again. Yeah. It's like, is your guys like go-to method of like trying to win a moral argument? Just go full Karen.
Okay, so the way I want this to work out is I want Leah to go full Karen and Henna be desperately trying to smooth this over as the world's most tired secretary.
Hey, maybe this will work.
Understandable. God. Okay, yeah, you guys think you're doing a great performance. Are you doing this inside or outside of the, I guess, where the clerk is?
We're doing this part outside.
Okay. Yeah, you guys do it so well that people are actually coming up, like, to you guys and are basically telling Leah off. Like, how you treat your employee like that, like, blah, 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 like, this dwarf when, and man come up, like, seeming like, be a married couple and just like, how do you treat them, like, basically just start to shame you.
Yeah, Leah's unfazed.
No, I know that. I doubt that she's actually shamed, but that's what they're trying to do.
Henna behaves like she's incredibly grateful for their intervention.
Although I'm sure in his head, y'all better be careful what you say. He will kill you with a second thought.
Indeed. And now we should go, or when Lysel signals us, we'll go back inside and do the exact same thing in front of desk.
Basically.
Yeah, when we goes inside, how will we know?
He's gonna signal us.
Okay. Alright, so while this is happening, Lysel, looking around, you roll 18, correct? What do you roll for your perception check or investigation? Lysel!
I'm answering. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We couldn't hear before.
Alright. Yes, I rolled an 18.
Yeah, okay. Looking around, there seems to be a few different possible entry points. There seems to be a back entrance, a few windows, because this is a 3-story building, with a possible basement, you're not sure, and you go look around trying to see what we can. There seems to be about 3 windows on the upper level. One of them slightly askew, but not really too much. Looks to have like some kind of latch, and possibly keep it in place. And and the back entrance, there seems to be like 2 employees on a smoke break right now. There seems to be banister or some venting that leads up to that you could climb up if you wanted to get up on the roof. From what you're telling on the roof, you're not 100% sure, but there might be some kind of truth there. Depends on which way you want to try to enter in from.
What did the inside look like when we walked in?
The inside looked like an office building, essentially. The first floor, basically, there was the clerk's desk, about 5 feet after you enter in. Then there was a, like, sort of like a foyer area, a set of, like, recurved stairs where there are 2 sets of stairs that reach on the next floor with a bunch of different rooms, and a set of stairs that seem to have gone down as well.
Run me through the options again. The first 2 options. I remember a banister and...
Not banister. There's windows, back entrance, front entrance, and possibly something up top, but you'd have to get there to find out. And yeah, there might also be like a sewer entrance somewhere else, but you're not sure.
You said there were people swimming by the back entrance?
Yeah.
Is there anything blocking line of sight from them from the door?
No, they're literally just next to the door, just leaning up against the wall itself, just tucking amongst themselves and smoking.
Shit. Okay. I'll wait and see if they go back inside.
I'll say after about 15 minutes, yeah, they go inside.
Okay. Go up to the door. Is it locked?
As you handle, yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Try and lock pick it. That's a sleight of hand.
No, the dex check plus proficiency. Do you also have expertise in it, which would make it twice proficiency? Which at this level would be plus 3 for my proficiency.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay, so I do have proficiency in thieves' tools, so.
Sure, then that'd just be plus 3 to and add your dex mod as well to the d20. Or just roll a dex and add plus 3.
Okay. So 16, 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Picking the lock eventually after maybe about... Let me start because you're trying to do this discreetly.
Okay. 17. Oh, no.
17? Okay.
Yes. I don't like when pause, it makes me nervous.
No, I'm just trying to contemplate what's happening.
Okay.
So, while you're lockpicking, doesn't seem too many people are noticing you, or at least you take some time, roughly about an extra 20 minutes, so total about like 35 minutes to lockpick this thing. And eventually you hear a click, and it seems like you could enter in possibly.
Can I lean against the door and listen for any sounds?
Sure, roll me perception.
Okay, 15.
15, okay. With that 15, it does seem like there are a few people just on the other side of the door. Not necessarily like exactly, but not too far.
I'm gonna open it and peek in and take a look around.
Okay. Let me sleight of hand to create open without really alerting anybody and just peek around.
Another 17.
Okay.
Efficient plus 9s are very nice to have.
There. Okay, with your what was it again?
70.
17, you manage to begin, and it seems to be some kind of storeroom. Seems to have a bunch of stuff, and it currently looks like those two same people are half shooting it, half talking about work, and while they're just grabbing some stuff and taking it to what you can only assume is the door to the room.
Is it like dark, dimly lit? Is it bright?
It's pretty dim lit. It's the only light seems to be coming from the door outside, and the bit of light that's creaking in from you having the door on your side.
Okay. Oh. Does Skulker help me here at all?
Skulker, no, it doesn't necessarily help you hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Just helps you not notice as much.
Or like, would it help me not be just in this room?
Check what the thing says, but I'm pretty sure dim light and help you get advantage or something.
You can move up to 10 feet without being noticed.
Okay.
Out in the open.
But he'll just slip in, close the door behind him, and then like wait for him to leave, and then start looking around through, see what's in the storage room, and then.
Okay, about 10 minutes, they seem to have finished them on what they were, and you enter. It seems that this had a bunch of, like, this sort of room for a bunch of like office supplies, inks, inkwells, like empty vials, feather pens, and stuff like that. Oh, all day.
Okay. Then I will go over to the. I'm assuming the only other exit is through the door they went through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go over there and take a peek to see if anyone's around there. Wait, shit. What exactly am I looking for? Leah?
They're not here. What are you looking for?
Yeah, sorry, just talking, but there was just like a fucking floor plan of the keep.
Okay.
Like anything keep the this is like anything.
I just wanted to make sure.
Anything you can get will be amazing at this point, so I'm getting that as a curse.
It'd be a miracle if you find anything at all.
Okay. Are there any signs posting like this way to like records or archive or something?
Yes, there's a very detailed floor plan at the hospital. The signs everywhere are colored lines. No, you're not so lucky. What do you like to do,
Shit, what am
Marcel?
I didn't think this worked through. I guess I'll try and head to.
God bless stealth
Where?
missions. They go so well every time.
Dun 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 dun.
Honestly, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just try and head towards where records would be kept.
There's no real detailed plan, so just roll a general stealth check.
I misunderstood. I thought she said it was some kind of
No,
signage.
no, there's no sign.
Okay, so 22. Thank you. Plus 9. He'll just wander around, I guess, waiting.
Okay. Wander around stealthily avoiding people as you can, and is a building, and you are like, by this point, Leah, it's been an hour and you've had no response from from myself.
Like, I forgot about y'all, so just.
Yeah. Wait, Leah's just like fully just.
For an hour, you've just been going through your like routine shtick.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How annoyed with each other are you at this point?
Honestly, it's more about how annoyed is everyone else with you.
Yeah, at this point, Leah's just gonna
Like there are people
is there,
on
like,
this
an alley
street.
nearby?
Yeah, there's an alley.
Like an unoccupied alley?
Yeah,
Cool. Just go into that alley and sit down.
sure. You finally sit down. All right, you guys have a bit of peace between yourselves. Where's Bora in all this? And yeah.
I don't know. In all honesty.
I don't want this.
Sure. So I'll say the three ladies sit down in the alley. What do y'all want to do next?
Cora is 100% contemplating these people, especially when they're blank.
think Henna's gonna take some time to attempt to reassure Leah that she isn't as awful as people try to make her out to be during that argument.
I don't think if Leah would actually be upset about this, or just kind of like, it's pretty rough for the chorus. I really don't think she'd be that bothered. I think she'd just be like, it's okay, I'm used to this.
Okay, Ben's concerned either way, because I'm sure shit got intense on that street.
You're not real intense.
So I'm just gonna be like, but you're awesome and we love you.
You get a little pep talk from Henna.
I wait for can like Henna, after Henna's done with that, can Leah just be like, hey, can you just start teaching me how to make voodoo dolls as we sit here?
Yeah,
So,
but you have no idea
let's
what's
do
happening
that.
yet again. Now apparently Henna knows how to make voodoo dolls or something.
Well, because I have the knowledge from luck. So, do I have to like read it or whatever?
We'll see a roll me intelligence check, Henna, to even see if you understand what's going on.
Oh no. Okay.
Is there any way for me to get help with this without having to read the book?
Unless you have some way to boost her roll number.
What's up?
So not unless you have some way to boost her roll number.
I don't.
Cool. Henna,
Unfortunate.
this is a lot of complex stuff.
Okay, we'll have to try again at a later date because this is a lot.
If Henna reads it out loud to Leah, would Leah be able to understand it?
Okay, but it's a pop-up book.
Oh, it is. Oh,
There's
you have to
no way.
decipher it. Yeah, you have to decipher it. Never mind. I forgot that this was drawn.
Wait, can I try and read it and see what happens?
Roll me a performance check, Henna.
Nat 20.
That's not 20.
Leah, roll me an insight check.
It's
At advantage because it's a natural 20.
a 21.
Right. You slowly start to understand how to make voodoo dolls. Not quite there yet. As you spend like 30 minutes to this interpretive dance / charades with Henna.
Leah's taken
It was so on point.
Leah's taken a how-to. Leah has a section that called how to make whatever the equivalent of voodoo dolls in this world is, how to make voodoo dolls, and is now taking notes like a how-to book.
Anytime Henna does a... Are we sure that Henna's just not a mime? Like, hold on.
Every time we roll for trades, the dice is just like, yes.
Yeah, like really.
The dice gods have spoken. You're supposed to be a mime.
Pretty much.
Apparently.
Bard, mine subclass.
Pretty much. College of Whisper. Or not even Whisper. College of Silence.
If you mime a wall and the wall appears.
Pretty much.
It's Mr. Mime for Pokemon.
Pretty much.
Oh god. Can I just roll like an investigation to see if Lucille's able to find something?
Sure, roll me investigation. See if you're getting lucky.
Yes, 18. I did not want to increase. I want this to be over 5. He's this time kind of just like thinking to himself like, why did I agree to do this?
Okay, eventually after about another hour you will be a archives room.
Okay.
Hopefully it has what you need is all you're thinking.
Do I roll another investigation?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay. First, can I... Oh, 19. I'm not upset by that. First, can I check to make sure, like, I'm alone here?
Roll me perception.
That's... 30, 20. Love to see it.
Right.
I'm so glad that... bonus exists.
So, as you're looking around,
If I fail.
you do notice what looks to be like a statue of an owl. Once in a while, you've seen it all around the building. But this one seems to have like little gems inside it, and as you're moving around the room, you notice ever so slightly its own head turning to look at you.
That's fun. He's, I feel like I wanted, he never shifted back in. That's what I want to say. Like, that was gonna come later. He's still just generic human guy. I want to clarify that. So, one thing is that I'm walking to this place.
Sure.
Okay, can I roll to, like, is something I've seen before, or, like, I've read about?
Roll me, I guess, on a con
Encounter
check.
history.
Arcana.
It's, 17, okay.
You really know what this is.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'll just
seems to be tracking your movement at the very least, but it doesn't look alerted, or at least doesn't seem to be doing anything weird. It just seems to be slightly rotating on, like, the head rotating whatever direction you made at the time.
Okay. I'll just go around the room and, like, start looking at, like, labels. I'm assuming there'd be labels. Some kind of, like, what's here.
Yeah, there are labels here and there. With your
So-
investigation looking around, how long are you planning on being here? Because it's a very extensive room, a very large room with a lot of different shelves, rows, and boxes and labels.
Can I say I'll go until, like, people come.
Okay. After about 2 minutes, you start to hear footsteps approaching.
Is there somewhere I can hide?
Looking around, there seems to be different types of furniture, like a desk, a stack of boxes. There's a window, and what looks to be vents.
Get them. So sus. I'm sorry.
Awful, you should be.
Lysa, all enemy of mankind.